2nd and 10. Mahomes sets up the screen. Hunt, 30, 20, touchdown, Chiefs.
What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Tuesday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. We got 2 breaking points to bring you before we roll into our interview today. First off, we found out that Isiah Pacheco's fibula injury is going to require surgery. The running back is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Also, we brought you the news yesterday that former Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt is in town visiting today, and the Chiefs have decided to sign him to their practice squad. All right, let's dive into our interview today. We got a special guest on here. She is the senior reporter for the Atlanta Falcons. We got Tori McElhaney joining us off of a very short night of sleep, returning from Philadelphia from their Monday Night Football game. But always, like and subscribe first here on the KCSN YouTube channel. And let's get into this interview. Tori, I'm sure you are very tired, so we appreciate you taking the time. Tell us, what was the environment like in Philly? You said you got in really early this morning with the team. Walk us through. I mean, I'm glad you got out of that stadium safely, number one.
Yeah, me too. I will say that was my first time experiencing the Philly fans, and it was everything as advertised. I mean, you have like 4-year-old little kids just like flipping off guys as they're like coming through. It's absolutely hilarious.
Wow.
But it was so loud. Like, it really was. I know people talk about the energy in that stadium, but primetime Monday Night Football, it was really special to see that fan base kind of come alive when they did, especially when the Falcons didn't get that 4th and 1 run and Bijan Robinson got stuffed, and you know the Eagles take over, and you kind of think that that's going to be all she wrote, and then Saquon Barkley drops the 3rd down catch, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, the Falcons are driving, and now wait, they're on the 12-yard line, and it was really crazy to see how quickly things changed once Kirk Cousins and the Falcons got the ball back with 1:39 left in the game, and how quickly it went from being extremely loud in that stadium to deathly quiet.
I want to talk about your guys' defense, though. That's what really stood out to me. You guys really caused a lot of disruption for Jalen as well. It's just the Eagles, and I know things are different with Kelsey not being there this season, but that's something that's concerning when you look forward to going against the Chiefs, because this last week the Chiefs had a little bit of trouble against the Bengals. The offensive line was having some penalty calls. Your DBs, you're even up front, you guys cause a lot of disruption. Talk about how strong this defense is becoming.
It's a highlight of this team overall. I mean, you knew going into this season that it was going to be something pretty special. Grady Jarrett returning for his 10th year in the league. You go out and get Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons to go along with Jesse Bates, and there are kind of some star power names behind this defense now, where in years past, it was fair to say that it was Grady Jarrett and kind of those other guys from the national media perspective, and that's no longer the case in Atlanta. And over the last 2 weeks, this defense has given this team every chance to win, and that's all you can kind of ask for. Now, it's kind of a bend, don't break mentality with this defense. You know, I think in the last couple of weeks, they had Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts leak out of the pocket maybe a little bit more than what they would have liked. That's something that it's interesting, because I was talking to some people earlier today on our own podcast on Atlanta Falcons Network, and we were talking about how I almost said it's like every week from week 1 to week 3 is like this defense is kind of leveling up with the quarterback that they are going against. So it has like a very similar skill set in terms of how much disruption they can cause by extending plays. So I'm talking about Justin Fields in week 1, Jalen Hurts in week 2, Patrick Mahomes coming up in week 3. It's kind of like a leveling up that you're getting over the course of these 3 weeks. And that's an area that this defense, while there has been major strides made and it's a fun defense to watch, the leaking out of the pocket, that's going to take this defense from being a good defense to a great one.
Whenever you discover something new, the first thing you want to do is share it with your friends so they can experience it too. That's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal, there's no way you can keep it to yourself. No more negotiating with big wireless companies for overpriced plans, and no more hidden fees with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your friends with premium wireless plans starting at just $15 a month. And if you're worried about keeping your own phone and keeping your contacts, you can bring all of that along when you switch to Mint Mobile. So ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month. To get this new customer offer on your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. That's mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys, even though you lost against the Steelers, not a single touchdown allowed, correct?
Not a single one. Only field goals.
Hey, it's definitely a little more daunting, I think, than a lot of people here in Kansas City would feel comfortable with, right? It's going into this next matchup. Yeah, it's the reigning Super Bowl champs, but there's a little bit of momentum that now Atlanta has. Again, it's early, it's Tuesday, it's going to be on Sunday, but do you have any feel for how maybe the team or just even the city feels going into this Week 3 matchup?
This was a very, very important win for the organization on Monday night. One, to do it in a primetime game, which the Falcons, unlike the Chiefs, very, very few primetime games over the last 3 years. So to be able to go out and kind of make a statement after not having the Week 1 that they wanted offensively, be able to go and make a statement in a 2-minute drill with Kirk Cousins hitting Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and ultimately going out and winning the game. I think that is a confidence builder as much as anything. Like, you can take the mistakes and the miscues, but at the end of the day, the Falcons did what they needed to do to win. Mm-hmm. And I think that creates this almost like gritty mindset that propels them forward and gives them a bit more confidence that maybe they needed when the reigning Super Bowl champions are coming to town.
Where do you think, and I'll leave you with this, where do you think, and again, I'm not giving you much grace because I know that you really haven't had time to like analytically dive into this next week.
No.
But where would you, just from the general perspective, see the mismatch? What do you think is the Falcons' greatest strength and the Chiefs' greatest weakness that you can see that mismatch happening?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a great question. I always just kind of think that with Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons at safety, I think anything over the middle is going to be more difficult for any team. But the thing is like, y'all got Travis Kelce running down the middle of the field. Like that's a strength in and of itself. So it's almost like really good versus really good.
Yeah.
And that to me is like super exciting. It's maybe not the matchup that's like weakness. It's like good on good, which is the best part of the league. And I still think we have a lot to see from this offense to make me feel super strong and having a stance that like the Falcons can have a strength in a certain aspect of the run game or the pass game. I will say you've seen Bijan Robinson come alive early in this season, and when Bijan Robinson is getting to his 3rd or 4th step, he's very dangerous, very elusive, very powerful. So that the more you can get Bijan Robinson going, the more on cue you are with your assignments and blocking. Mm-hmm. This run game continues to be a bright spot for this offense, especially after what we saw them do in the first half on Monday Night Football.
Alrighty, folks. As always, thanks for joining us again for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. Make sure you like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you back here on Wednesday.